Hello folks, today we are going to do the review of chapter 26 in the book The Play of Consciousness. Okay, and for this chapter, the heading given by Swami Muktananda is A Golden Lotus Falls on My Head. So, a golden lotus is falling on his head, and related to that he is narrating some incidents. Okay, so as usual he sits for meditation, he goes into Tantra Loka, and on that particular day he is feeling highly excited, and as he was sitting in the meditation, the same Siddha who came from the Siddha Lok to advise him about the blue star, about the exploding of the blue star, the same Siddha came. And he was hurling a lotus from the air. Lotus means a golden lotus having 2 feet diameter. So it is not the same lotus which we buy from the market for puja and other purposes. We go to the market and buy some flowers, isn't it? So this is not that kind of lotus. It is a golden lotus of 2 feet diameter. So that Siddha, he was hurling a lotus, golden lotus, and it came down and fell, producing a humming sound. So as the Siddha was taking the lotus, drawing the lotus towards him, it came with the humming sound of Om chanting. So when we chant Om, the humming sound is coming, no? Some sound is coming. The same sound is coming when the lotus is also moving. Okay, so such is the power of each and every material in the other worlds. Okay, and it hit my head and made a sound. So the Siddha took out a lotus, golden lotus, and it fell on his head, on Muktananda's head, producing a sound. And in that sound he opened his eyes in the meditation. Usually we don't open our eyes, isn't it? But he opened his eyes, hearing the sound, and then that lotus fell on his head, and then it fell down. Okay, and again he closed his eyes and he went into meditation. He was sitting still in the Tantra Loka. He felt as if somebody has given him a strong beating on his head. Okay, anyway, he continued with this, and he was very happy. He congratulated himself. Then immediately his inner voice said, "Don't think too high of yourself. Whatever is happening to you, it's because of your Guru's grace." So his inner voice reminded him. Then immediately he became alert. Yes. For a minute I forgot about my Gurudev's grace. Left to me what I could have achieved? Nothing. All these things I am achieving, I am able to hear, I am able to see, I am able to enjoy. It's all because of my Guru's grace only. Sorry. Like that he realized. And then he continued with his meditation. And then he says, whenever I sit for meditation, the same sequence, things happen in the same sequence. Red aura, white light, black light, blue light, and then the blue pearl. Like that it continues. And he says, as my meditation becomes more and more intensive, the red aura also becomes more brilliant. And the red aura was twinkling with thousands of sparks from the exploded blue star. Okay, like that. He was just describing all those things. And he says, with this red aura, he is able to see the internal organs of his body. You see, we talk about heart, lungs, liver, kidney, the stomach, all those things. But have you seen it? We have not seen, isn't it? Because it's all inside. Whereas now, in his meditation, he is able to see the internal organs. He has seen the 72,000 nadis. He has seen the inside of his head. Everything he has seen. So now he is able to see all the internal organs also. That is, every day maybe he is having some particular scene to be witnessed. Then he saw a beautiful light. Beautiful light. That is, he says, it is my Gurudev's grace. Okay, so whether I say it or not, all these things happen usually in all my meditations. And love begins to flow in my heart, in all my nadis. And he is able to feel the vibrations in his sense organs. Vibrations in the nadis. He is able to feel it in his sense organs. And he is experiencing waves of consciousness and ecstasy. And then he passed into Tantra Loka. That is the height of meditation. Okay. Then he is writing, my dear Siddha students, what I saw in Siddha Loka is real. It is true. And the lotus falling on my head is also true. Okay, he says. Then he talks two more important things in this chapter. One is, he says, every one of us has the blue star. The brilliance can vary, but the size is the same for everyone. Okay. And he says, with this star only, the soul passes from one generation to one birth to another birth. See, here there are two things which we have to understand. The same blue star is present in every human being. He says it is present in every creature. I don't know about the plants and animals, but it is present in all the human beings. The same thing is referred to in one of his videos by Sadhguru. He says, when you take birth on this earth, whoever is taking birth as a human being is endowed with the capacity to know himself or to know his creator or to realize his soul, whatever you call it. Every person is coming to the earth with this capacity. But how many of us make use of it is a big question mark. So in that same context only, Muktananda is also saying that every one of us has the blue star. And it is not moving. And the size also is the same. But the brilliance will vary according to the lifestyle we are leading. Okay. And it is through this star the individual soul passes from one body to another. In the sense, say, a person dies. What do we do with his body? The death is only for his body. We either burn the body, dead body, or we bury the body. Okay. But the blue star remains as it is. No destruction, no damage to the blue star. And two things. One, he says, at the place where the death happened, there the blue star will be hovering in the same place for 11 days. You know, in some communities, we do some rituals for the release of the soul for 11 days. Some communities do it for 13 days. Some communities do it for 16 days. But nobody does it beyond 16 days at a stretch from the time of death. Then every month they do Pitru Tarpan. Once in a year they do. All those things are different. But this I have also heard in many places. I have read in many books. When death comes, the death is only to the body. Whereas the mental body and the astral body together, joining together, what we call as the spirit. No, it is hovering around the place of death. That means it is there moving in the same room or in the same house for 10 to 15 days. And after that, depending upon the nature of the life we have led on earth, that is, whether you were a whether you led a good life or a bad life. So something is decided, and that is decided by the Chitragupt and Yama Dharmaraja. So Lord Yama and Chitragupt, his assistant Chitragupt, that's what I have already told, no? Whatever we have done on this earth, it will go in front of us like a film, like a cinema. And based on that cinema, a judgment is made. And based on the judgment, our soul will go to a particular loka. Indraloka, Chandraloka, Nagaloka, heaven, hell, Siddhaloka. So many lokas are there. So as per our performance on the earth, our soul will be taken to that loka, and there we will reside for some time. The soul will reside for some time. Now, how does the soul reach to that loka? Through the blue star. So the blue star is there. It is not distracted. It is not destroyed. It is there because it wants to carry the soul to the particular loka. And after that, after some time, depending upon all the calculations and the soul planning, the soul will enter into another body. So the soul will enter into another growing embryo inside the womb of the mother, depending upon the soul plan. And how does the soul come into the embryo, into the body of the fetus? Through the blue star. So it is the blue star which is bringing it again here. And this coincides with what that Siddha from Siddhaloka told Muktananda. What did he say? He said, as long as the blue star is there, you will have to undergo the birth-death cycle. When the birth-death cycle is about to end, that means when you don't have another birth, then the blue star will explode. So that's what the Siddha said, and Muktananda also says the same thing. So the blue star is there for every human being, and the blue star is the one which is working like a vehicle, which is functioning like a vehicle, carrying the soul from one birth to another. Okay, so these are all some interesting facts which he is sharing, and I am also very happy to share it with you. Let it be a new eye opener for all of us. I hope you are all enjoying the video, and kindly share it with your friends and relatives who are also seekers. Share it only with the seekers, not with everyone. Okay, may God bless you all.